Up in the sky, the stars align, and two girls were born. The bestest friends until the end. Cancer and Capricorn. Welcome back to Super Sister Signs, a best friends podcast where we talk life, love, and a little bit of astrology. I am your no-nonsense Capricorn co-host, Juanita.
And I'm your cozy, compassionate Cancer co-host, Brooke. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here with my friend.
Me too.
We gotta catch up.
We gotta catch up and beat the heat, honey.
Honey, it's hot. We're recording earlier than we normally do because it's been so goddamn hot.
And it feels kind of good.
Yeah.
Feels good to be, not just temperature-wise, but like...
Start the day.
Up and at 'em, let's chat.
It feels right. I think we should do this regularly. I feel like the weight of the day is not on my shoulders.
Exactly.
Recording at nap time was an insane thing for us to do.
We were being crazy.
And on your day off. Just, no. So, we might release episodes on a different day due to that, but stay tuned.
Heads up.
So, heads up.
Our moms. Yeah, because I threw a little fit about recording on my days off.
I wouldn't have even considered that a fit. You sent a text that was like, it's really hard for me to record on days off.
Yeah.
Can we look at this
during nap time?
I said, yeah.
And so we didn't record on Tuesday, and instead I spent all afternoon at the pool in my apartment building.
God, amazing.
Because it's getting hot in LA finally.
Yeah.
After the June gloom. And looking at my Channy app, the moon is in Taurus. And that felt it was like, do not respond to other people's urgency. And that it's been feeling so right just to be at the pool.
That's so nice.
And not doing anything that people need me to be doing.
Yeah, that's correct. Just slow down.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, Franklin is being so sweet. Franklin is taking the moon in Taurus to heart. Lots of naps. Lots of leg rubs. Really sweet man. And we have to apologize to the listeners. I don't know if you can hear this helicopter right now, but she's moving and grooving, and we just got to keep recording.
LAPD is doing something.
They're up to no good.
They're up to no good.
Per
They're
usual.
up in the sky and up to no good.
It sounded like we were about to start a musical song.
They're
up in the sky and they're up to no good. And up to the sky and up to no good. We are the Los Angeles Police Department.
They're so nasty.
They're nasty. They wish they were gremlins. Gremlins are cuter than them. Anyway, little off topic, but yeah, I mean, I love that. I also was like, you were like, please, can we record another day? And I was like, totally fine. And I spent the whole day just like choring my ass off, which was really nice. Moon and Taurus kind of getting things in the house together and luxuriating in that. I had a lot of stuff to put away. And I put that shit away.
Good job.
It was awesome.
Something else is going on in the sky besides the LAPD, but Venus in Virgo today.
Yeah.
And we're looking at our scopes, and we have different feedback.
Yes. From the Channy app specifically.
Yeah, but I haven't heard yours yet. We just know it's different. So my Venus in Virgo is like, you are so good at being a perfectionist, and like you hold yourself to a really high standard, and but you can relax a little. You can cut yourself a little bit of slack.
Mine was actually pretty similar to that, but it was like kind of about relationships. It was like, done. Like, kind of calm down. Not everyone is perfect. No one is perfect. So like, and it includes like, look at your one-on-one relationships and like see where you can like give people some grace and maybe just like relax a little bit. And that includes your relationship to yourself. Like, don't be such a perfectionist. Let things flow. Kind of like let your creative energy flow. So kind of on a similar wavelength, but kind of same but different, girl.
This is interesting because you might think that a planet moving into Virgo would make it more like regimented.
Right.
But it seems like the advice is push against that.
Yeah. Kind of
interesting.
Cool. Kind of interesting.
It's interesting.
Could be that, like, maybe, like, that is more of a natural inclination when Venus is in Virgo, is to, like, be a perfectionist, to look for perfectionism in other people. And, like, the advice here is to relax a little bit, because that's just not going to serve you. So just, like...
It's not balanced.
It's not balanced. It's so true. And we also looked at what our Mercury is... Well, not what our Mercury is up to, but...
All of our collective Mercury is going backwards, baby.
She's going backwards. She's in Cancer, and she's on the move, going back. And for me, Channy's recommendation was to kind of, like, really get in the dirt with some creative projects and, like, not care about what anyone thinks. Just kind of, like, dig your heels in, like, focus, do some, like, review, but just kind of, like, let loose in that area, which I thought was really interesting. Not necessarily, like, what I would assume or interpret, but I don't know if that's because of, like, where my Cancer placements are, or where my Venus is in Taurus. I have no idea. No, we're talking about Mercury. Yeah. My Mercury is in Cancer, and so is the sky currently. I don't know, babe.
Double down. So someone reminded me that Mercury retrograde, you know, we always have, like, double check your stuff. Yeah. Technology can be faulty, blah, blah, blah. But someone reminded me that also people from your past can come back during a retrograde.
So true.
Is that what you know about Mercury retrograde?
I forgot that is the case. Like, that it's like a time for people to resurface.
And
retrograde in general is just, like, review. Like, you're looking at everything. You're going backwards. It's not like you're blocked. You're just literally going backwards. So you're, like, you can take it as a chance to review everything, or you can get totally lost in the sauce and be in, like, a mind fuck of the past, and that sounds bad.
This is foreshadowing a little bit my screaming, crying, throwing up. Should we just move into that segment?
Should we just immediately scream? Because this was crazy.
I'm throwing up. And you know why, but I'll tell the story.
You should
to
be
the listeners.
Yeah.
So, last week of Love Island, our temporary seasonal jobs are coming to a close, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss my Sims. I'm gonna miss my Sims on Fiji.
Me too.
It's been such a fun time to be parasocial with them.
I agree.
And to read all the discourse, and to have appointment television, and to talk to my friends about it, and hear everyone's opinions, and to vote.
I love the voting.
To influence. To be part of democracy. So
it's an American privilege.
And on Tuesday, Sir, the Sexy Unique Restaurant, the establishment of Vanderpump Rules, was hosting a watch party. And since it's the last week and my only day off this week with Love Island, I said, we gotta go to Sir.
We gotta run.
What fun. So you, me, and Joe, we go to West Hollywood. We park up. It's like a 6:00 showtime. So we kind of plant at the bar.
We're there at 5:30 sharp.
Yeah. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We get the best seats in the house, the first 3 seats at the bar, perfect view of the television, get our drinks.
For those of you who don't know, at Sir, there is a TV mounted in the back wall behind the bar and sort of surrounded by what I can only describe as, like, a glass tiled mantle almost. Like, it is.
It's like a mirror backsplash.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah. Gorgeous stuff.
And usually it's running, like, clips of Vanderpump Rules. Or full episodes. Just, like, running Peacock.
Silently. Like, while they play music. Yeah.
So, we're there. And we have our drinks, and I'm kind of not paying attention before the show starts. And then, all of a sudden, I turn and I look at you, and you are stricken.
Yeah, I've been struck.
Ashen. Your mouth agape.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you were just like, did you see what just happened?
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And you're like, your ex-boyfriend just walked in here.
That was me doing the reality show stinger music for that moment. Because that's
and
how
I was like, Vince is here?
I was flabbergasted.
And I look, because my back is to the door, because I have the very first bar seat. My back is to the door. You and Joe are positioned towards me, so looking towards the front of the restaurant. Yeah. So you both see him walk in.
We're basically greeting the guests, like, in the position that we are in.
And I just look up to see the back of him walk deeper into the restaurant. And I'm, like, craning my neck. There are people, I'm like, is he with this brunette? Like, who is he with?
What is going on?
What is going on? And I am, like, freaking out internally.
Yeah.
You get me a water from the bartender. The bartender is like, are you okay? I was like, my ex-boyfriend just walked in here and he was like, oh my God, I just got anxiety for you.
Yeah, he was being very nice.
He offered to be mean to him. Yeah. It was really nice. I was like...
You were verklempt.
My nervous system was going insane. I felt like very still in my body.
Yeah, you were.
Like, I didn't do anything.
No, you were just kind of, like, tense and, like, clutching. There was a while where you were watching the episode kind of with your face, your hand over your face like a mask.
And I couldn't focus on the episode for probably the next 10 minutes.
How could you? I couldn't. I was like, I kept asking you if you wanted me to do a surveillance lap because we had no information. He just, like, descended into the depths of the restaurant. And we were like, is he here for the Love Island thing? A show that you got him into. Is he here on a date? Just to get dinner on a Tuesday at 6 o'clock?
And here's the thing. Insane. It actually crossed my mind that he might be there that night. Yeah. Because the only reason why I knew about the Sir watch party was because I saw that they posted about it, and I saw on Instagram that he liked it and commented on the post, "This is fantastic." Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
And you only think so because I introduced you to both of these things. So when we were going, I was like, I wonder if Vince would be here. But it just because it's both of our days off, you know, it's like, again, it's like a Tuesday. This is like the day that he would come. But I was like, I didn't really follow that train of thought. I didn't really pull that thread very far because to me, I'm like, well, who would he come with? Like
a strange woman, apparently.
A strange brunette woman. I just saw the back. I was like, hello? Hello? So, and I was too activated to make any decisions, but I did eventually let you take a lap.
Yeah, after the episode.
Was it after?
It was fully after the episode. Okay. I took a lap because there are no breaks.
Right. There were no commercial breaks.
And he walked in like 10 minutes before it started. Like, it was
even sooner. Like, there was not
5 minutes maybe.
It's like the episode started and I couldn't focus.
It was so crazy.
Yeah,
horrible. So I walked into I followed him, basically.
Also, for the record, this is the first time I'm seeing him since we broke up 3 months ago.
Yes. Oh, and he knows, I know that he knows we're there. Because when he came in, I've never had an experience seeing someone like this. Like, usually I see someone from far away and I'm able to, like, you know, not look at them or do whatever. I was doing a very casual zoning out into space kind of moment, and I was kind of looking out towards the door. It's scary. It's scary.
I just got a full shiver in my body.
I saw it got colder in here. I'm like
the freezing. Specter. Oh my God,
the ghost in this room is like present.
Go on.
So I am just minding my own business, and then suddenly, like, this man I haven't seen since he broke your heart is like in my field of vision, and like I was so struck. I didn't know what to do. I think I just kind of stared at him with an open mouth and, like, started to smile and then, like, looked so, like, concerned because my brain was like, bang, 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 bang. Like, at first I saw him and I was like, oh, Vince must be meeting us here? Like, my brain just
because he's familiar.
Broke. Yeah.
And familiarity is positive in our brains.
Right. And I haven't seen him either since he broke up with you. Like,
right. And you had no way to emotionally prepare to, like, be hateful. Or
No, I couldn't be like, we're probably going to see Vince here, so I'm going to be like on the lookout. I just was
and
like,
there he is, you know, no.
I was drinking my agave margarita, having the time of my life, and then he struck me. And he gave me like a little smile. It was disgusting. And then I heard Joe next to me go, oh. Like so loudly, because he was having the same experience next to me where we were just both like locked eyes with Vince as he walked by. And
did he even like look my way when you were looking at him?
No,
because he must have known.
He
like
must
if
have
he sees
seen,
both of you,
yeah. I think he could see you in his periphery, but like the eye contact was so. None of us could break it until it was over. It was too scary.
And you couldn't even, like, register who he was with.
No. I was like, all I could tell was that there was someone who was in front of him, and it was probably a woman. I literally at first was like, I think it was an older woman. It wasn't. I just, like, literally had no idea. Because it was so unexpected. So, anyway, I cut to, it's about an hour later, I'm on my surveillance lap. And I, like, cut through the back of the restaurant, and he's like in one room over. He's immediately there. I can see that he's at a table with 3 people I don't recognize. Not that I necessarily would, but it's like 2 blonde people, like seemingly a woman and a man. Both have long blonde hair. And then the person that he's with, who is like a shorter brunette woman. I've never seen these people. And I do get footage of them on the way back because I am a private investigator. And
yes, you do.
I could tell that Vince didn't even notice me walking by, which was
excellent.
He was
really
actively
ignoring.
Like, yeah, which is perfect because then he's not going to see that I'm kind of ostentatiously holding my phone in a way that's videotaping him. But anyway,
and in the video I can't see the person he's sitting next to, just the backs.
Yeah.
Of the other 2 people, but you show me the video and I'm like, I don't know who these people are, and I know everybody in his life, and he doesn't have friends. Why would he be with these people? Who are these people? And then we watch him leave, and he makes eye contact with you. he gives you a little smile, and
too.
now I get the little smile.
Oh,
and it wasn't a smirk. It seemed like an attempt at being nice.
Yeah, it was his little Cancer coming up and going, I'm uncomfortable.
And what's so frustrating about it is that, like, he is always holding such a veneer over himself that you can't know what he's feeling.
It was the veneer.
And all I want to know is that he's feeling crazy.
Yeah.
But he would never let me see that.
He was so composed walking out of that restaurant.
And I was just the 2 eye emojis looking straight forward.
Yeah.
And the lips.
The 2 eyes and the lips.
Truly. I don't know what my face was communicating. I'm just like I was true. Like just
the biggest flex was that you looked so good. You were in such a cute outfit.
I was accidentally looking really good.
And that was awesome.
But then I was thinking like, oh, I don't think I look good sitting down in this outfit. I was just like, I look too scrunched.
It was a fucking nightmare. And he was wearing the Big Bear. He was wearing a
sweatshirt that he bought when he was with me.
Going to a restaurant.
Oh, so he was walking out with a girl.
Oh, yeah, and we ran over to the window to watch them.
So, yeah, so he's coming towards me with a girl, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, who the fuck are you? And they're not. They're not. Oh, also, when you came back from your lap, you're like, it's definitely not a date. Like, this is so platonic.
It was just really giving, like, not romantic.
But then I was like, but then who is he with? But then he does leave with this woman. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, it has to be a date. Because also she looked like a clearance rack version of me. Which you said was too much of a compliment.
Yeah, I said that was too much of a compliment. I was mean to her. And I'll stand right by it. I hate you, and then whoever you are.
They walk out. They're not... Like, he's in front of her. They're not, like, holding hands or anything.
It's, again, so bizarre.
We do rush to the window. To watch them cross the street and disappear into an alley.
We have a view of them for so long. Across the street and down a road. Like, we can see them.
And they don't seem to be, like, talking to each other.
No. And again, he's, like, walking in front of her. Like, really weird. It doesn't end there, you guys. Don't worry.
I'm just so fucking confused.
We're confused.
And then we realize that the 2 mysterious blonde people are still at the table. Mm-hmm. And I said, I need answers. Mm-hmm. not leaving without answers.
And I'm like really, lately I've really been like trying to flex my PI skills, but I am scared of talking to people. Period. I'm scared, period. Scared of talking to people also. And there was a little bit of a chill of like, what if I'm really weird to these people and then they report back to him and then it links back to you?
He would instant, like if he was like, oh, who talked to you? Oh, a small woman with baby bangs and glasses.
It would give you away right away.
Then he'd be like, that was Brooke doing weird recon.
Instead, we both go into the bathroom right next to them, and you go into, there's 2 stalls, really, really tiny bathroom, but 2 separate stalls. So picture that. One stall is full. You go into the other one. You're trying to coach me through, like, maybe what to say.
You're trying to get the courage to...
speak to them.
I'm like, role play a little bit. Like, what would you say?
What
would
you
say?
Maybe, like, we can say, like, oh, we recognize them from TV because he was on a soap opera. Like, maybe we can do that. And then this woman comes out, probably in her 50s, hot.
Gorgeous.
Snatched. Hair
so beautiful.
Done.
Glam.
Like, beat amazing. She is, like, washing her hands and kind of giggling. And she's like, you're so cute, like, about me trying to, like, hype myself up. And this is where the PI skills come in. I go, I see where I cannot be the person here, but I can make a recruitment. And so I say, we're trying to figure out what to say to these people because my friend's ex-boyfriend showed up tonight and he left, but we're like trying. So I like kind of am explaining the situation to her. You're like, well, what the hell? You poke your head out of the stall. You see this beautiful woman. We explain. She's like so game. She's immediately like, yeah, I'll say anything to these people.
I'm in.
I'll
help.
What do you want me to say? I'll do it. I'm stunned.
So then I'm like, okay, say that you recognize him from The Young and the Restless. Mm-hmm. It's the perfect ruse.
It's perfect.
And then just figure out if he was on a date.
Yeah. Be like, oh, so she's like, great, I got it. She goes, and what instantly, we stay in the bathroom. She is just on the other side of the door, so we can kind of hear her. And the bits and pieces we're getting, she's like, oh, is it like she's instantly doing it. She's doing an amazing job. She's like, where are you guys like from? You know each other? Like what's like, oh, and so they're together, right? Like, cause I was watching them and like she just like was talking to them for honestly so long that we left the bathroom.
And it wasn't, but it wasn't too
weird.
Like,
no,
yeah.
It was just like
like she was really doing her job.
She wasn't bailing. Like she was just doing amazing. And we like walked out. We walked by her. We went around the corner. And then I was like, okay,
you touched her back. You gave her clearance to leave.
But she was still like in it. And so then I ran over her and I touched her arm and I said, oh, by the way, folks, we of course introduced ourselves before we sent this woman on this journey.
What's her name?
Lisa.
Not Vanderpump, but her name is Lisa.
And that felt fated and from the gods.
Yeah. Hold for helicopter.
So close.
Jesus.
So in order to rescue her, I come up and I grab her arm and I go, Lisa, our table's ready. She's like, oh, okay, honey, thanks. And she like says goodbye to them and walks over with us. And we stand in a little circle, like breathless. And we're like, oh my God, that was amazing.
So what?
Well, also my favorite part was that she goes, I was like, thank you so much. And she goes, oh yeah, girl. I mean, you know me.
Now we do.
And I said, I don't, but I do now. You're my best friend. And then she informed us that the blonde people they were sitting with was a random assignment because they were both in there watching Love Island. They set up a separate TV in that little space. So they
were just there for space reasons.
That's all it was.
So we didn't actually need Lisa, but we didn't know that.
We didn't know. And we couldn't have known without Lisa. Lisa has also managed to find out that she also seems to insist that it wasn't a date. Like, the blonde people were, like, was unromantic. Like, it was just hanging out. Like, it seemed, like, platonic. You were like, it's obviously a date.
I know that it's a date because I know him.
Yeah. But it was so, I get a certain glee out of it being so strange that, like, no one around them can even perceive it as a date because it's so, like, strangely unromantic.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Awesome.
Anyway, so he still has no friends, and he didn't go see Love Island.
I'm like, was this a first date? It feels like a strange first date.
Really strange first date.
But was it a second date?
I don't know, bro.
Also, with the Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
So, what we're reviewing, and what I'm reviewing is when he begged for me back, and I said no. You got to do a lot of work. Mm-hmm. And if you do a lot of work, you can reach out in the future. It is clear to me that he's done not a lick of work.
Not a lick.
And there was a time, in that, like, first month of turmoil where I was like, oh, did I make a mistake? Should I give him a chance? Blah, blah, blah. But I had enough foresight to know that meant that I needed more time to get more clarity.
You're so smart.
And the clarity did come on my own. But also, it was like, I can't keep being the person who is, like, making things happen.
No.
So if he is serious about getting me back, that he needs, like, to be motivated by himself to do that. Yeah, and not me being like, be better,
Yeah, for real.
And when I was like, we whatever, no, but maybe in the future. And he was like, well, I don't want to lose you. I was like, okay, clearly he doesn't care about that anymore. Like, he is not interested enough in doing the work to be better. Instead, he is, like, weirdly trying to recreate our relationship.
Gross. Wearing your Big Bear sweatshirt to Sir and watching Love Island with a clearance rack version of you. She wishes.
And I'm not going to say that, like, I mean, I don't actually know what his motivation, like, I don't really know what's going on in his head. And I do know that something that bothered me when I first started dating him was, like, I know that you are really into showing girls, like, what you love. And I know that you have brought other people to all of these places. And it is very important to me that we experience new things together. Mm-hmm. And so he would, like, make an effort to do that. So it could be everything I just said. And it could also be, like, he's just doing what he knows.
Yeah. And now he knows Sir in Love Island.
Because of me.
I'm sick. He makes me sick.
I hope he feels sick.
I hope so, too.
But I can't ever know what he's feeling.
And
it was just kind of disappointing, but really useful information.
Yeah.
During the retrograde.
And Lisa did make the night end on a fun note.
Oh my gosh, I felt so much better.
It was so horrible, and then the
vibe was amazing by the time I left.
And I forgot that we get this information from her, and then she's like, oh my God, so I've been like, watching Vanderpump Rules since day one. My adult son and his girlfriend just started watching. They're here.
I want you to come meet them.
I want you to come meet them. And on our way over, I was like, does she think we're on the show? I don't think so. But there's no way. But it was really sweet that she was like, come meet them. And then we just talked to them a little bit about VPR. And then
they're on season 2. God bless.
God bless. The best season. Samantha's also just started season 2.
There are so many good seasons. I can't even say what's the best.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's a really good one.
It's a crazy season.
And yeah, so it was
funny.
Great. It was ultimately a great night. It was a crazy night.
Truly crazy. It felt very Vanderpump Rules.
Yes. What better place to have drama with your ex than Sir?
Yeah, for real. Come on, let's go.
So that's a very long.
You've been barfing for a while.
Throw up. And
that is your right. I'm throwing up too because of that.
Do you want to share anything?
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a co-barf, a co-scream with you on that because it was a harrowing experience. But something kind of cute and fun happened this week that I'm going to scream about instead.
Okay.
I'm screaming because our friend of the pod, BB Gale, released recorded one of her DJ sets and released it. It's a pool party mix. It's very fun. And I was listening to it the other day as I was getting in my car, kind of loudly. And I was like fussing. I was checking the air tire or the air pressure in one of my tires. So I was kind of like fussing around the car. And our parking spot is right next to a gate that is also, like, it's a fence that is also a hedge. Like, you can't really see through it. There's plant material. And then on the other side is, like, an apartment building. And I've never interacted with those neighbors before. Until today. So I'm playing the beginning of this mix, which, by the way, is, like, it's, like, kind of intense, like, EDM almost style, like, music. It's got, like, a pretty loud beat, and I'm playing it pretty loudly. And someone on the other side of the fence goes, "Excuse me." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." And I, like, turned it down, and I was like, "Hi, yeah." And this voice goes, "Do you know what this song is called? I'm trying to Shazam it, but my phone keeps saying it, like, can't find it." And I was like, I peer through the hedge to see just, like, a black woman in her 60s, just, like, in the most, just, like, regular clothes, just being, like, just wearing glasses. She's, like, trying to Shazam this song. And I was like, oh my God, I actually don't know what it's called. It's the first song in my friend's DJ mix. I'll see if I can find out what it's called and send it to you. I, like, for a while, I turned it up so that she could try to Shazam it again. And then we were both just kind of, like, grooving to the beginning of the song. And she was like, yeah, I'm trying to get these bones moving more, you know? I really like music like this. And she was just, like, absolutely having a blast. I was like, let me get your number. I'll send you the mix. Yeah. And she was like, great. And so I got her number. Her name is Donna. I was like, I'm Brooke. She was like, I'm Donna. I'm your neighbor. And I was like, yeah, girl. Yeah. She was on her way to meet a neighbor's baby or to play with a neighbor's baby. And she
Your neighbor's baby.
I guess, yeah. And she heard the music and she had to stop and move her bones.
That's awesome.
It was really fun. And then so I sent her the mix and I was like, I'll get the name of the song from my friend and then I'll send it to you. And it took a couple days, but Abigail sent me the song. It was like, it's a Dead Mal 5 remix. And I sent it to Donna and I said, enjoy. Because she was like, don't you forget about me. I was like, I will not. And I sent her the song and she said, thank you, Brooke. Have an amazing day.
Aww.
It's really sweet. So now I have an older neighbor who likes loud music, and I think that's really nice.
That's great.
That's kind of ideal.
You should invite her to your DJ sets.
I will, probably. She did think it was really cool that my friend was a DJ, and I wasn't brave enough to say that I'm also a DJ, but maybe I'll go, Donna, I'm DJing if you want to come over.
Yeah. You should.
So,
I'm screaming. Also just released an EP today.
Today?
Yes!
Oh my God, I can't wait to listen.
I was listening to it while making my little breakfast before coming over.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's so good.
Okay, guys.
Everyone stream BB Gale's EP.
Stream it immediately. You're behind by the time this comes out. You're behind.
Get on it.
Get on it. Whew. Okay, well, after all that drama and chaos, I think it's time to catch up in cardboard.
Catch up in cardboard.
We're catching up and we're pulling a card.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Kind of a sexy baby.
Yeah.
I do actually want to briefly touch on mine from last week. Why is this wet? My card pull, I don't remember exactly what it was. I want to say 7 of Swords. It was like the same as the one I had pulled earlier in the day, but reversed. And they were both like, you're at rock bottom. You're so fucking anxious. But, like, not everything is as it seems. Things maybe are worse than they appear. And I was like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fine. And then, like, 2 days later, or, like, the next day, I was cat sitting. I, like, went to bed really early because I had a headache or something. I don't know. My sleep and my eating was all messed up. And so I, like, slept too much and hadn't eaten in a long time when I woke up.
Terrible.
Like, the following day. And I woke up trembling like a chihuahua with anxiety. Like, it was so physiological. I was truly like, what is going on? But I was having just, like, I felt like I couldn't do anything right. I felt like everyone hated me.
What?
I sent a logistical group text to 2 people I love and got an ordinary response that made me scream sob for 5 minutes in a bachelorette squat in the basement of this cat house. And I was like,
wait, what was this text?
Oh my God, it was nothing. Lucille was taking Joe and I to the fashion district.
Right.
And I asked if it could be like 30 minutes later and if we were going to drive or not. And Lucille was like, oh, I thought the plan was that I was going to pick you up at 1:30. Completely innocuous. And then I just like felt so stupid for some reason. Like, it was literally like I was not with myself. Like, I was texting Joe being like, I feel so crazy right now. And I was just like by myself in this stranger's house. So I didn't have any like creature comforts to soothe me. And then I made some eggs and I felt better. My blood sugar was so dysregulated that my hormones were just like raging.
And the cards knew. I said, get ready.
The cards knew. After my scream crying bachelorette squad, I was like, oh, wasn't my tarot say something about this? So I felt like the listeners deserved an update on that.
And for those of you who don't know what a bachelorette squad is, it is historically when a bachelorette has to do a really devastating goodbye to someone is usually when it happens.
Yeah.
But it's kind of when a bachelorette on The Bachelorette is in a heightened state of emotion and she squats in her heels and sobs. Mm-hmm. That's it.
I was not wearing heels. I was wearing my house Crocs. But
yeah, but it's like you're historically she's in a gown, she's in heels. Yeah. She just sent home a man who she really liked and didn't want to. It really broke her heart to do it.
She don't want to do that.
And she has to squat and cry as the black car pulls away. We had some really good bachelorette squatting in Love Island.
Yeah, we got a really good one from Anaya not long ago. Mm-hmm. Not long ago. By the way, it was really fun to watch Love Island in a public setting, even despite the way it began.
Oh, yeah, it
was fun to do, like, cheers and hoots and hollers. Like,
and booze.
At a sports game.
Yeah.
A sports bar, I mean.
And we were next to people who had really different opinions about the players.
We were, like, talking about how much we love TT. And
we were really gushing about Pipe Down, I'm TT.
And then someone next to us was like, Tiara, you like her? Ugh, I can't stand her. And I was like, what? Literally based on what? Who are you watching? And Joe was like in between us and these people and like really stuck up for TT, and it was really funny. And eventually we both just started going, Pipe Down, I'm TT. And then the strangers laughed and stopped trying to defend her. I mean,
attack
her. I couldn't even think of it. Well, I've got the Eight of Swords reversed. Looks like Gemini and Jupiter.
Do you want me to read your reverse? I have the RPG.
Perfect. Yeah, pull it up.
What's it called?
It's called the Eight of Swords.
What's it called?
I've been getting a lot of swords lately.
Too strange.
Jupiter and Gemini, first deacon. I am overthinking, inner obstruction we cause ourselves, need to lighten up. This feels actually a lot like the Channy stuff that I got for this upcoming, like, just lighten up, girl.
Reversed.
Yep.
Inner critic, self-imposed prison. Still bound and blind, the reverse 8 represents a more internal restriction than its upright counterpart. Your inner voice is critical of the decisions you make, and it is up to you to silence that voice. Be open to changing your beliefs.
Yeah, okay.
It may apply to a task you feel you're underperforming at.
This whole thing feels like just, babe, create freely and give yourself some grace. It's not going to be perfect. It might even be bad. Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Yeah, get out of your head.
Get out of your head. And get out of your way.
Ooh.
Kind of fun. We'll see what I make this week.
Can I have the deck, please?
Yeah, I'm going to bring it on over to you right now, honey.
Yeah. What does my week have in store? Judgment reversed. I've had judgment before.
Yeah, you have.
Have I had it reversed?
I don't know.
Or you've had judgment. Because I don't recognize the card. You've had judgment.
Okay. Have I
had judgment? No, I just don't recognize the card.
Well, tell us about her. What does she look like?
Okay, she's like angel wings with a trumpet and some naked people.
That does not sound familiar to me.
But judgment feels familiar to me. But okay.
Maybe you've gotten it when we
Maybe we did it on RPG. Yeah. Judgment. Alright, hold on.
I'm holding.
Judgment to the world. Remember, you had the world, or I had the we had a judgment world combo before, right?
Yeah. You're so right. Maybe I had judgment and you had the world? I don't know.
Self-doubt, stubbornness, unaware. Blah, blah, blah. Judgment asks you to listen to the universe. Is there a decision you've put off? Time to make it. Ugh. You might be doubting your abilities, questioning what you want, or stubbornly refusing to make the effort to do what is needed. If you confront your uneasiness or indecisiveness, you will reap the benefits.
Ew.
Fine.
More work? Fine.
Just don't be dowdy.
Don't doubt. You got this, girl.
Do what needs to be done. Do what needs to be done.
Okay. Sounds easy enough to me.
Done.
I think it's time that we talk about our
Capricorn and Cancer moment of the week.
My Cancer moment took place this past Sunday at my friend Emmett, who is also a Cancer, at his birthday party. He had something he's been dying to do for a long time, which was throw a presentation party where everyone in advance prepares slides about a topic that they would like to share information on to the group, and then they present. And so that's what we did. It was very fun. I learned a lot about Parmesan. I learned a lot about different animals. I learned a lot about personality disorders. Joe and I presented on why The Matrix is a Christmas movie.
That's fun.
I'd love to give you the presentation sometime.
It's really fun.
But my Cancer moment took place at the end of the presentation evening when Emmett's longtime girlfriend, Haley, gave her presentation on the care and keeping of Emmett Andrews. In the unlikely event that she is to become available, it was a full, manual on how to take care of Emmett. And it was just, a really sweet, it was these are the drinks that, he will always have. He, always has a latte. And then there was a quote often at the bottom of every slide. And the quote was, a latte is a grown man's excuse to drink a whole glass of milk a day, Emmett Andrews. Shit like that. And, for example, and he was sitting in the front row. He didn't know that this was her presentation. And he was, tears streaming down his face laughing and, thought it was so sweet. And I was in the back also tears streaming down my face laughing.
That
and
is
thought it was
really
so
sweet.
It was
That's kind of my dream.
It was a Cancer
for myself.
To
get,
me
a
too.
presentation like that.
Afterwards, we were like, wait, we should all have someone do this for us because it was really nice.
Yeah.
And it was so detailed. And, sometimes he would start saying the quotes on the bottom of the screen before he realized that they were on there. There was a slide about lunch, and it was Emmett is kind of down for anything for lunch, but he will always, shyly suggest that we eat a sandwich. And he was started to shout, "It's the perfect food," and then saw at the bottom of the screen was "It's the perfect food." Andrews. And I guess he said that earlier that day when they were eating sandwiches, and she was just you wait. It was very,
That's really
very funny and
fun.
sweet. And I also related to a lot of it. I was oh, I didn't realize this about myself. But Haley was Emmett needs about an hour a day to just sit down and plan. Just sit down and schedule his life out and write things down. A pen and an index card can really solve a lot. And I was I kind of need an hour every day just to sit down and plan and do my things. And I also shouldn't overdo it on gummy candy. It was very sweet.
That's really nice.
It was so nice.
I'm jealous.
We should all have care and keeping manuals.
want that.
I know, I want that
I
for
want
you.
that.
You'll get it.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay.
Prove it. You can't.
No, I can't. I just believe. I want to believe, X-Files style.
I had to, the other night I was closing up at work and I'm with 3 coworkers who I really like, all talking about their successful relationships and how they met the loves of their life on Hinge. It put me in such a bad mood. I
Of course.
I have to pout and stomp my feet and go home and have a snack.
Yeah. Sometimes you do.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah. And you deserve it. What was your Capricorn moment?
Oh, I got mad at work.
Oh.
I got mad.
Come on.
I got mad because something really stupid happened, and I'm why are you being stupid?
Tell me.
It doesn't really matter. It just was just the distillation of the moment was you couldn't think for 1 second. Period.
That's it. That sounds horrible, and I'm sorry you went through that.
And then I kind of blew up, and I went, and then I upset the owner of the establishment because of that. And I did apologize.
Was
fine.
Was an employee being stupid or was a guest being
The
stupid?
owner was being stupid.
Oh, yeah. We love to hear it.
And I'm like, why did you do it like that? It really made everyone's life crazy.
So you it was in your right.
There was like a lack of protocol and communication that made me feel crazy that it happened that way.
Yeah.
And that like my role in it was completely routed. And so I didn't have any of the information I needed to make sure that things were done correctly.
That makes me sick.
It was bad. I was pissed. I was like, that can't happen. To the owner.
Oh my God. I loved that.
And then it made him upset.
Well.
And then a couple days later I was back at work and I said, hey, I'm sorry. And he was like, all right. It was fine.
Right.
It was fine. But my Capricorn moment was being like, the rules are here for a reason.
They are.
They're your rules.
Do you want us to do a good job for you or not?
Exactly.
Come on.
And I do have an illness where, like, I am incapable. I'm incapable of just kind of letting my minimum wage job be what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I have to do a good job.
Yes.
And I take, like, a stupid amount of pride in it.
I mean, what are you going to do? Show up and waste your time and everyone else's time by being bad at your job?
No, because I famously disrespect anyone who's bad at their job.
Yes, as you should.
It's a character flaw to me.
It is.
So that is what was coming up.
So, you had to get fired up.
And it's all fine.
I'm glad to hear it's fine. And frankly, I'm also glad to hear that you did it because it sounded like you needed to.
And he did reflect. He was like, you know what? That moment, I was like, this is how I can learn from this and whatever. And he's also a Capricorn, actually.
I was going to ask.
It's run by 2 married Capricorns.
An efficient business most of the time, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to imagine that's another reason why you were like, why would you do it like this?
He's doing.
Come on.
Yeah.
Get it together. You know better than this.
And I know that he appreciates my work. So, there's a mutual respect there. But I got too mad.
Yeah.
For no, like, I didn't have to. I could have communicated it better. And that's what I said in my apology.
But it's so hot outside. It's so easy to get mad.
Yeah, it's really hot. So that was my moment. That's it.
I love that.
Yeah, we just really went all out of order, but we covered all of our bases.
We sure did.
And it's starting to heat up, so now it's time to open the doors and crank the AC, honey.
Yeah,
Get out to the beach, babe. Go to the pool.
Go to the pool.
Run through a sprinkler.
Do whatever you want.
Cool off.
Yeah, seriously, cool off. Get a cold compress, babe. My Pilates teacher went to the beach this weekend, and I took her class yesterday, and she showed me the sunburn that she got, and sunburn is maybe not even enough of a word. She lifted up her shirt, and it's on her stomach and her back is just cooked skin. So bad for her.
She didn't put on sunscreen?
Not enough. She was like, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm born and raised in LA. I know better than this.
Sometimes you have to have a first cook of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, she got fried and ready for the rest of the summer, I guess. But stay safe out there, babes.
Be putting on sunscreen, please.
Be putting on a lot of sunscreen. Get a high SPF and go to town.
Did you know that in Australia they have a phrase called slip, slap, slop? And it's about protecting yourself from the sun. It's slip on a long sleeve shirt, slop on the sunscreen, and slap on a hat or something like that.
That is so funny.
And if a kid doesn't bring their hat to school, they can't play.
Good.
Just sit in the shade.
Oh my God, I gotta get a cute hat for the summer.
Because when I visited Australia, my friend who moved there, she was talking about how intense the sun is there. Mm-hmm. And how all of, and Australia's full of white colonizers who were just not meant for that weather. Mm-mm. So they're battling sickly. a demon sun every day. So and they were just never meant to do that.
Sorry, girls.
Girls being white Australians. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, girls.
Sorry, girls.
And with that,
slip, slap, slop. Bye,
Bye, Star Babies.
Send us a message, drop us a line, review and subscribe, leave us a 5 stars if you can, and I know that you can. Tell your friends and download it again. Super sister signs, super sister signs, super sister signs. Ba-da-ba-da.